The OCB podcast is a general discussion podcast covering a variety of pop culture topics, nostalgic deep dives, personal anecdotes, and recurring segments. It's fun and friendly nonsense. Please subscribe on your preferred podcast app and leave us a good review.
A lot of bands play on those type of rugs as like on stage, like the Grateful Dead would play on those bands.
Daryl Hall has a certain rug that he always has,
right? So
for concerts and his show.
And I'm sure when OCB has its
OCBC,
what
that's our OCB, OC Bombers. OCBC is the band, yeah.
But either way, we probably would have a rug anywhere, and what we would say is, "Hit it, Tori."
Welcome to the OC Bombers podcast, and now here's Neil.
Hey, Scotty, how are you?
Excellent and exceptional. How are you doing, buddy?
Fantastic. Number 292.
292, and we are in the afternoon.
I know I see the sun's peeking into the OCB podcast studios as we speak.
This is a big Neil and Scott day. We're doing the podcast, and we're going to roll.
I should do like a Roy Orbison and wear my sunglasses in the studio.
Or Corey Hart, wear your sunglasses at night. I don't know. But Neil and I are going to roll from this into an OC Bomber softball game tonight. It's gonna be great. Well, more about that later.
And we're drinking.
We're doing that. But Neil, also besides that, we both saw one of our movies from our summer preview. We saw The Devil Wears Prada 2. Now, what Kelly and I did was we had never seen the original.
Right.
So we watched that. And then a few days later, we saw number 2. So all the storylines and the threads and all the characters fresh in our mind.
We did the same thing. We actually did it in one day.
Oh, that's even more.
It was like a Friday kind of lazy day. Did our stuff in the morning, kind of watched the number 1, and then we made like 4 o'clock. But you may continue.
Had you ever seen the first movie before?
Yes, but I don't remember it.
Back in the day. I don't know what it would be like waiting 20 years to see this. If you enjoyed the sequel, like, was it worth the 20-year wait?
Right.
I don't know. I thought both of them were fine.
Yeah.
Kelly thought both of them were fine. I would probably give it 2.5 out of 4 stars.
Yeah, Meryl Streep, she's great. I mean,
she's very good in that role.
She just commands the screen and just.
And Anne Hathaway and Emily Blunt, they're fine. They're not my favorites.
I like them both. So, and the Tooch, come on.
And the Tucci, come on. He always brings it, doesn't he? So I guess we could say, go see this movie.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Fine.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself. And it's not quite an elevated Hallmark movie. Not enough love interest for me. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would say it's close to a Hallmark movie. But I don't know.
People end up happy. I don't think that's a spoiler alert.
And that's fine.
Okay.
And that's
like,
good.
Anne Hathaway's not getting slashed in the last scene. the devil, which is really Meryl Streep, comes out and starts stabbing.
That would be a great twist. I would have enjoyed that maybe a little more. Why is this a hard R for violent?
Maybe number 3. Who knows? They left it open, by the way, didn't they?
Oh, of course they do. Because who knows? Maybe next year we'll get number 3. Now, Neil, an OC Bombers softball update. We said we're going to roll right into tonight's game against CBT. But last week, we both played together in a 24-2 loss to ITL. A lot of miscues, I would say. In the outfield, I felt our outfielders couldn't even catch a cold.
And, of course, we had one of the historic on-field crashes of OC Bomber history.
It was...
do explain.
Neil at second base. I was playing shortstop.
The best battery between next to Pee Wee Reese and the Scooter.
Oh, it was
Phil
great.
Rizzuto and Pee Wee Reese. They were a combination of the 50s for the Yankees.
There was a high little pop-up just beyond second base.
And I was playing deep because that's where the coach told me to play.
Right. So we're both tracking the ball, and I'm tracking, and I didn't hear you say I got it. I never said.
Because I never said I got it.
And I never said I got it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep going. I haven't heard anything from Neil. Okay,
and I had to move like a step.
And then all of a sudden, Neil and I crash into each other. But guess what? My buddy Neil comes up with the ball in his glove, recording the out.
It was epic. I wish there was a video of that because that would have and slow motion. I mean, just think of the hits we would have had.
Oh, that would have been great.
That could have been our breakthrough moment for the podcast.
Shazada pitched well. Gio stung the ball pretty good with the bat, but unlucky, like right at people. So hopefully tonight we can turn things around, get off the snide, and get a
CBT
win.
Okay.
CBT. Who likes them?
Not you.
No, nobody does. I know that for a fact. All right, Neil, let's get into OCB Quizmasters.
From the OCB podcast studios on the scruffy stage, it's OCB Quizmasters. Tonight's contestant hails from Clarksburg, Maryland. Please welcome Neil.
All right, Neil, you are currently at 1,200. You got 4 digits, man. That's good. You're on your way to the 13,500 points that we guessed you would get. There's one super bonus category left in Funny People, Neil's Music, Classic TV, Things Scott Likes, and Potpourri. Neil, what do you choose this week?
All right, let's do Classic TV for 400. Go right to the middle of the board.
Okay, Neil, that is not a super bonus category.
But I had that last week, didn't I?
You did, and you played it very well. Everybody, play along at home.
So
Falkenstein rule is
Classic
in effect.
TV.
Classic TV for 400. Neil, this spooky sitcom family lived at 1313 Mockingbird Lane and proved that being monstrous can still be wholesome.
So I had, I think I got the answer. It's between two of the greatest sitcoms of all time. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to go with the what is the Munsters? The Munsters.
Neil, the correct answer is the Munsters. Congratulations. You know, the Addams Family, which probably is what you were also thinking,
exactly.
Right? They lived at 0001 Cemetery Lane.
Oh, okay.
Pack that away for trivia. So the Munsters, which I believe you call the Stirs.
Right. I do call them the Stirs. You knew that.
It was on from 1964 to 1966, 70 episodes. Got that beat. It was on CBS. Fred Gwynn,
great, yeah.
Butch Patrick as little Eddie Munster, Yvonne DiCarlo as Lily.
Okay, yeah.
What do you think of her?
Yeah, she was cute.
Al Lewis as Grandpa Munster.
That's great.
He played softball against us for a few years back in the day. Though The Munsters was filmed in black and white, Herman's makeup was actually bright green to achieve the perfect shade of gray on camera.
Oh, very nice.
And the theme song, classic theme song, was composed by Jack Marshall.
Doom doo 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 doo.
I think Morticia Addams is. I would rank her above Lily Munster as far as
Lily.
Scary Wives go.
I thought Lily and what was Fred Gwynn's monster? What was the character's name? Herman. Lily and Herman were the better couple. I thought they had. I think they just were happier between
Oh, Gomez and Morticia. Oh
no, really?
I think that's a debate.
Debate.
But we can still all enjoy monster TV sitcoms. Neil, congratulations. You have 16.
Can you imagine the stories behind the
points.
scenes of those shows?
Maybe we could get John Aston on the podcast. He's over at Johns Hopkins.
And we know the behind the scenes of the OCB podcast. Can you imagine and we're in Clarksburg, Maryland.
Oh, the stories we could tell. Neil, I have a story here called Little Lambs Eat Ivy.
I saw this one. Little lambs eat ivy.
Remember that nursery rhyme? Mares eat oats and does eat oats, but little lambs eat ivy.
No,
okay.
This was a nursery rhyme?
Something like that, yeah.
This is not ringing any bells. It must have happened in the country.
Out in the country where Jody drink. Because she grew up in the country too. So why is she calling,
Oh, but she'll hear this in July, so it'll be okay.
It'll be fine. In TheGuardian.com, back in January of this year, Neil, during a routine seasonal migration of sheep in the Bavarian municipality of Bergsen, a few dozen of the sheep had other ideas. Now, Bergsen is about 84 kilometers from Frankfurt am Main, where we have a bunch of listeners.
Right, sure.
It's about an hour and 10 drive if you were curious.
Right. So we're playing to our demographic here.
Oh, yes, we are.
Okay, rock and roll. Let's do it.
Well, anyway, the shepherd of these sheep said he was taking 500 sheep used with their lambs to their winter shelter when about 50 of them got distracted by acorns on the ground, leading the others astray, and they stormed into a discount supermarket store.
Okay.
Now, I know you're easily distracted.
What?
Have you ever been distracted by acorns?
No.
I would give that a qualified not yet. Because I don't know if there are acorn trees around the softball fields.
No.
But I could see that happening. Well, anyway, the sheep getting into the store, it both startled and delighted customers as the animals rushed to explore the aisles. The flock seemed particularly fond of the checkout area where shoppers and staff were present.
Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe they're checking out People magazine.
Yeah, sure. Or chewing gum.
Or grabbing a Snickers.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a go-to impulse item that you buy in line?
It would be some kind of gum of some sort. Like I'll try new gum that way. It was on sale.
Yeah, that's usually where I get my Icebreakers gum.
Right. Random candy, some maybe, but not like that's once every 5 years.
So no secret eating of that.
Not there. I could do better.
And what about those like the overpriced magazines, like this special Time magazine about Taylor Swift for $20? It's all
If the line is long, I'll take it out of the thing and read it in line, and then put it back when I get close. Have you done that?
I have perused. Yes, I know it's not a library, as I've been told by the cashier. But
I've never got called out at any of those. But you may continue.
The Mad Magazine special ones, they're still like $20, but I want to buy those so badly. Summer movie parody specials.
I got it. I have not seen those. That's great.
All right, so in this store, witnesses said that while the animals resisted the urge to nibble their way through the fresh produce on display, their foray into the store left a path of destruction in the drinks section.
Oh, wow.
As they busted down, knocking glass bottles and other products from the shelves.
Now, do they sell alcohol in these supermarkets? Or these?
I'm guessing it had to be beer. They're in Bavaria.
Okay, it's true. That's right. Everything goes.
Maybe some Paul Anner or...
I thought it was a while. It was like one time we were traveling in Europe, and there was on a rest stop. They were serving beer at the rest stop. I was in a bus. I love it.
Yeah,
people, on the highway.
You stop and
it's like the New Jersey Turnpike. You can get beer.
Well, no, I would rather get a beer than a warm Coke.
Okay.
What? You don't have ice? No, we don't keep it cold. What is Europe? Come on. So after about 20 minutes of the sheep in the store, the sheep were finally coaxed out the door and they rejoined their flock. The shepherd said, as the animals were doing well after their excitement, and as soon as they were back with their flock, they were happy again.
Very nice.
And who isn't happy when you return to your flock?
Exactly.
Right?
It's very nice.
It's like us.
It's like going home.
Getting together with our bomber friends. Well, anyway, there was speculation that the supermarket had planned to bill the shepherd for the damage and cleaning costs, but they did not do that. They instead looked at it as a great way to get some PR with their media attention and viral posts, and they even went so far as to say they would sponsor the feed for 50 sheep that year.
Wow.
So
they love the publicity.
So far, Neil, during a story about sheep, we haven't heard this, so I will turn the microphone over to you for one of our favorite bits on the OCB podcast, Neil doing animal noises. Is something bad happening to that sheep? Wow. I can honestly say I might rather listen to Yoko Ono screaming.
These are loud attitude sheep. You realize that?
It's just so loud.
People in Germany love that, by the way.
They love Neil doing animal noises. It's the number one thing our listeners in Germany love to hear.
Ugh, I need a break.
Sophie needs a break, so let's take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have some more fun. Ooh. Have you ever been yelled at in a football stadium bathroom to trim your nose hair? Do you ever look in the mirror and see a jungle-like growth coming from your nose? Or, worse yet, has your significant other ever leaned over to yank out an unsightly nose hair, measure it, take a picture, and then post it on Facebook? Then you need the OCB Nose Hair Trimmer.
Hi, I'm Neil from the OCB Podcast. Take it from me, no one wants to see a garden growing out of your nose. That's why I use the OCB Nose Hair Trimmer.
Introducing the OCB Nose Hair Trimmer. It's made in America and has a unique, ergonomically shaped handle to allow you to really get deep into the nostril to cut away the thicket of hair growing from within.
I really love the unisex design. It's so comfortable. Anyone can use it.
Just call 1-800-OCB-NOSE to place your order.
Hey, can this be used for manscaping?
That's 1-800-OCB-NOSE now. Neil, would you ever want to shear a sheep at the Great Frederick Fair?
Sure. You know me, I will try anything, so yes.
Well, I think you could communicate with them like a sheep whisperer and calm them down as you do it.
I think so.
And we're back. Welcome back to the OC Bombers podcast. We're available on all of your favorite podcasting apps.
Did that sound like the sheep?
It was getting very close to the sheep. And I know, you know what sheep love?
Oh, they love knock.
They love knock-knock jokes.
Hey, Scotty, knock knock.
Who's there?
Lettuce.
Lettuce who?
Let us in. It's cold out here. So that one coming up.
Yeah. That was perfect. Setup.
And delivery.
Perfect punchline.
Delivery was
great
just,
delivery.
Was out of this world.
It was everything you expected it to be.
All right, Scotty. Hey, knock knock.
Who's there?
Carrot.
Carrot who?
Do you carrot all about me?
I do immensely.
Okay, but this is, I guess, a veggie, like a salad theme.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah.
We better rush on to the feedback. Russian, you got it? Russian dressing?
Let's open up that feedback machine. Neil, a happy belated birthday to my favorite sister-in-law, Laura. I forgot to mention that on the last episode.
Oh, happy birthday, Laura.
But she did notice on her app that she listens to the podcast on that it is broken up into chapters with titles for each chapter. And I said, we do not put those on there. That's whatever the app does.
Really?
What it itself.
I don't. Do we want to? We don't. I mean, this is interesting.
I think it breaks it down into knock knock and then top 65 and feedback. I think it does that. I haven't noticed.
So
that,
people
though.
probably just fast forwarded to my top 65 and forgetting about the rest of the podcast is what I'm hearing.
That's what you heard. I don't think anyone else did. But yeah. Laura also said she loves Out of Time. It's in one of her top albums of all time.
Very nice, right?
And as
I tell you, Laura and I, we are like musical, we're kindred spirits music sometimes.
And I know we've mentioned before for her senior trip from high school, she went down to Athens to hang out where REM and B-52s came about. And she said, I think Neil would love doing that. So go to Athens.
Right. Another band that we'll be seeing soon on the top.
You're
top
such
5.
a tease.
Is from got their start in Athens, Georgia.
And then Bud up there in North Central Pennsylvania. Drake. He was all over the Prophets in that quiz, Neil, that you had last week.
Played to my
audience. He
audience.
nailed it. And he did say that, yes.
Amos was like his favorite band. He loves the guy.
Yeah, apparently. He also said that old people do enjoy Facebook.
Yes.
And Big Sister Jody, she listened, Neil, and said that Stanley Tucci playing Neil Alderodi in the OCB podcast movie, perfection.
Once again, that's 2 behind her, just to be clear.
Okay, yeah.
But she's been better. It's an improvement.
So much better. So much better for her.
You know what? I know she's a teacher. Jody, you're doing better. This is great improvement. Okay, I really just keep your head down, and you could do more. Better. You could do better.
Neil, we could expect no less from a National Merit Scholar.
Exactly.
That's all I have to say about that. Now, she did say maybe Anthony Edwards to play me, but
we've done that already. I mean,
I want somebody else.
That was
somebody
like
new.
the *90s videos. We did that shtick.
I need somebody else.
When I had hair, I wanted to play Clooney. I couldn't do it. You wouldn't let me. But that's a story for another day.
for a behind-the-scenes podcast. Also, Sir John Thompson and his son, not Puddin'.
This is Zachariah.
They were listening to the podcast in Japan, shirtless.
Yeah, what?
They were shirtless.
I did talk to John Thompson today. He's back in the States after a 23-day venture to Asia.
Wow, that's good for him.
Korea and Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to ask him about the shirt thing.
I don't know why he felt the need to send us a picture of him shirtless.
We post that on Facebook? I don't think we need permission.
No.
We weren't
Standards will not allow us to do that.
We weren't a PG website.
PG-13-ish. All right, Neil, let's get into Neil's top 65 albums of all time.
All right, Scotty. Very
I listened to all the albums from last week.
It was 3.
They were fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
They were fine.
Yeah.
This week's albums are Neil Fundamental Albums. This is cornerstone stuff, Scotty.
And what numbers are we
This
at?
is number 38. Fragile is the 4th studio album by the English progressive rock band Yes, released in the U.S. in January 14th, 1972. It was the band's first album to feature keyboardist Rick Wakeman. We'll get back to that in a second. Yes is an English progressive rock band formed in London in 1968, comprising of 20, count them, 20 full-time musicians over their career.
Way too many.
Their most notable members, which is what my wheelhouse is, John Anderson on vocals, Chris Swire on bass, guitarist Steve Howe, and drummer Bill Buford, and Rick Wakeman on keyboards. But I bet you didn't have this one on your bingo card for me to have Yes on my list.
Not in my thought process.
But this album, Fragile, is a classic. And the Yes of the 70s, after the one year to the album, the 80s with
Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Yeah.
That was a big 80s song.
They lost. That's it. They lost.
That's where you tapped out.
I tapped out in the 70s. But this is the one I cut my teeth on. My friend Gil and Doc, this album set us up.
Those guys.
Yeah, this was my musical buddies.
The Crew.
So this was the big hit on this album is Roundabout.
Okay.
I'll be the roundabout.
Not ringing any bells.
Wow, it's the first song. This is one of the first albums that I remember having. The song is 8 minutes on the album. The single, The single is 3 minutes.
Some judicious editing there.
But what I really would say about Yes is I took a deeper dive this week into Yes. Wow, I mean this set me up for a lot of like what we just talked about, noodling, and Grateful Dead stuff, and just blues and just kind of musical just changes. It's just you listen to this album, it's all over the place. It's great.
So you were into this album before you got into the Dead.
This is early stuff. This is like 73, 74. I was into this.
It's almost like this album is fundamental and a cornerstone for you.
Exactly. I saw Yes probably like 4 or 5 times, like at the Nassau Coliseum and Madison Square Garden. They played a lot in the round. This is probably the closest I've ever got to Spinal Tap, kind of lore in my life. I mean, it was that kind of feel, right? I will tell you a quick story here, and then we'll move on to number 34. So Rick Wakeman, as I said, was this the organist for the keyboardist, and he was an albino. He had this like big, thick beard and white hair, and he had the album out called Journey to the Center of the Earth, which was just this classical stuff. It was really weird stuff, but I bought this T-shirt at Spencer's, like in the mall, like in the head shop, this blue T-shirt, and I wore this T-shirt to death as a teenager. Man, I was like the coolest kid in the world. It just, those T-shirts just fit well. It is on the Mount Rushmore of T-shirts easily. The Rick Wakeman T-shirt.
You still have this T-shirt?
I do not.
Oh no!
I do not have it, but it was just so cool. And of course, I'm into Rick Wakeman. It was cool, right? Anyway, so
and the chicks dug it.
I don't know about that. I thought we'll get back to that cool look in later albums a little bit down the road here.
Everything intersects into everything else.
We're gonna get to that right here in a second. This one here, number 35. This one
whoa, 37?
I said 35. That was 36. Was Fragile.
Oh, you said 38.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tell me more, Papu.
Now we're on to 35. 35, you probably had this one on your bingo card, Scotty.
Okay.
A New World Record is the 6th studio album by the English rock band ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. It was released October 15th, 1976. A New World Record marked ELO's shift towards shorter pop songs, a trend which would continue across their career. This is kind of their transition. They were more long, FM-oriented type of stuff. Like think of Evil Woman, Showdown, all these like strange magic. And so,
and both bands only 3 letters in their names.
I didn't realize that. What a coincidence.
It's a theme.
It became a global success and reached multiple platinum status in the United States and UK. The album sold 5 million units worldwide when its first year released. The cover art features the ELO logo, which you kind of know.
The classic
right,
logo.
And that was the first time it was used, and that logo was kind of used probably the rest of the career that was on that one. Hit 4 hit singles, including Living Thing, Telephone Line.
Oh, yes.
Now, when I've been listening to this album this week, I'm fast forwarding to that. I'm done with that song.
Oh, okay.
I'm so done with it. It's a great song. I'm done with it. Rockaria and Do Ya, which is a cover of the 1970 song single by The Move, which Jeff Lynne and the other guy in ELO was in their band. So they did a cover of their own song.
I love when that happens.
And you know that song, Do You Want My Love?
Oh, yeah.
I Need It. All right, as I mentioned, this album's a cornerstone for me. So I'm at 15 years old. I bought this album when this first came out. I have it upstairs in my collection, okay?
I don't think I would have had ELO on your list.
We spent, set this area. We spent Friday nights at Huey Carroll's basement listening to this album. So it was me, Huey Carroll, Dennis, Mel, and Heiss. Tragically, unfortunately, Huey's mother had passed away at a young age. So his father, worked in the city, would go out on Friday nights. We would hang out in Huey's basement. Which had a full bar, which was kind of very similar to
the
OCB Potted Setcast, so kind of a full circle thing.
Very familiar for you. I get it.
So we would pregame down in Huey Carroll's basement to this album, and then we would head to the Avenue, Rockaway Avenue, to hang out in front of Anacona Pizza and just make fun of people for 2 hours.
Oh, I love doing that.
It was like American Graffiti. Like Dennis would put his bare on in front of customers and they was just
Dennis.
ELO was just kind of the cornerstone. All right, but
okay.
Anyway, more significantly about listening to a lifelong friend of Jeff Lynne on ELO. But what fascinates about Jeff Lynne, this is kind of one of those Venn diagrams again with like his extensive career. He's beyond ELO. He's produced and co-wrote for several of my favorite artists. I mean, he's just been all over the place, right? And I love seeing my musical worlds collide. That's kind of like very important to me.
Did you ever see ELO in concert?
Yes. I actually saw them after this album on their Out of the Blue, which became their Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And where they had like a big spaceship that opened up. I mean,
right. I remember seeing that.
Right. I saw that tour. Anyway, so he's produced Dave Edmunds, Roy Orbison, Tom Petty, George Harrison. I remember George Harrison making a quote. I finally have my kind of Paul McCartney kind of his partner finally.
Yeah. I think John Lennon said that ELO was carrying on the Beatles tradition of pop music.
So I will consider this man, I think, reflecting on this guy, I think he might be the first musical renaissance man that I've known. You know me, I've said that many times. There's these renaissance men in my life of music. He's probably the first one. Let's take a few minutes to talk about the Renaissance, Scotty, okay? We're going to take a little detour.
Renaissance?
Yeah, why not?
I love that time period in history. Leonardo, that's all I know.
The Renaissance, roughly from the 14th to the 17th century, was far more than just a period of beautiful paintings and marble statues. It was an era of intense rivalry, bizarre habits, and scientific leaps.
I love bizarre habits.
So here are some interesting facts and lesser known facts about the Renaissance.
Okay.
Are you ready, Scotty?
I am.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
The Mona Lisa has no eyebrows for a bizarre reason. If you look closely at Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece, the Mona Lisa, she famously lacks eyebrows and eyelashes.
I knew that.
While some believe da Vinci simply never finished them, high-resolution scans reveal that he did paint them. However, they were likely lost over centuries of cleaning and restoration.
What?
Additionally, high society women of the era routinely shaved or plucked their eyebrows with hairless, completely bare to achieve high dome-like forehead, which was considered a height of beauty.
Sure.
Now, I mean, women still do their eyebrows, right?
I have told Kelly at some point I think I should shave mine off and see how they grow back because mine are not very thick. They're all over the place.
That's a big risk. Big risk. It might not come back.
She's like, no, do not.
All right.
So I haven't yet.
All right. You ready for another bizarre fact about the Renaissance?
Bizarre fact number 2.
Leonardo da Vinci was a left-handed veggie lover.
And a communist.
The mirror writer. He wrote most of his personal notes from right to left mirror writing. While some think he did it to keep his ideas secret, it was more likely to do it as a practical choice. Being left-handed, writing from right to left prevented him from smudging the wet ink as he moved across the page.
Okay.
And he was an animal rights activist, Scotty. He was a strict vegetarian who frequented local markets just to buy caged birds and set them free.
Wait a second. There were vegetarians during the Renaissance?
I
thought that was a 1960s thing.
This is the Renaissance period. The awakening. Come on.
What?
All right, right. The invention, number 3. Ready, Scotty?
Number 3.
The invention of perspective was a mathematical breakthrough. Before the Renaissance, medieval art looked incredibly flat and two-dimensional, with the most important figures like kings or saints painted massive regardless of where they stood. In the early 1400s, architect Filippo Brunelleschi engineered a mathematical system for linear perspective. By using a single vanishing point on the horizon line, artists could suddenly create the perspective illusion of three-dimensional depth on flat canvas. It completely revolutionized how humans visualize space.
Wow.
You think about that, how simple that is that we do it now.
2D. Everything in my mind is 2D. Even you right now.
So are you ready for a quiz?
There's a quiz too?
About the
I'm
Renaissance.
ready
And as always, we're playing for the Neil and a Stick.
to get your name on the Lord Papu Trophy.
Who's the only person on it right now is
Matty B.
you think he's a big Renaissance fan?
Who isn't, Neil?
I hope that this is good like fodder for you guys for your comfortably
For
dumb.
trivia, yeah. I hope it's retained by everyone.
All right. Which Renaissance physician published De Humana Corporis Fabrica on the fabric of the human body in 1543, performing his own dissections to correct centuries of medical misconceptions?
I want to say if the Falkenstein rule was not in effect, I would have an answer. Go.
Wow. Is it A, Andreas Vesilius, B, William Harvey, C, Gallian of Pergamon, or D, Paricilius?
I am going to say A, Andreas Vesalius.
That is correct, Scotty. Very good.
I had to do a report on him in 9th grade history class. That's why I know that.
I am so proud of you.
The father of anatomy.
Vesilius is considered the father of modern human anatomy, Scotty. By personally dissecting human corpses rather than relying on ancient texts based on animal dissection, he created incredibly detailed and accurate anatomical illustrations.
Anatomically correct illustrations. Yeah.
I-
Neil, tell me something I don't know about Andreas Vesalius. Come on.
9th grade. By the way, my go-to was Pistol Pete Maverick. I did two book reports about him. Ask me a question about him, okay? I mean, I don't know. Pistol Pete, anatomy, what are we talking about?
Same thing.
Here we go. Question 2. In 1513, Machiavelli wrote a famous political treatise that argued it is far safer for a ruler to be feared than loved. What is the title of this highly influential book, Scotty? Is it A, The Courtier, B, The Republic, C, Utopia, or D, The Prince? Feared rather than being loved. This is the way you manage.
This is the way I live my life.
You manage this way at people that work for you. They feared you, didn't love you.
Yes, I manage that way at work. I manage the bombers that way, and I manage my household that way.
So, what is the title of the book that you've modeled your life on?
I don't know. A.
Oh, no, it is D, The Prince. Machiavelli was a prince, revolutionized political philosophy by presenting a pragmatic, sometimes ruthless view of the power, suggesting that preservation of state justifies any means necessary.
Neil, we have to win a softball game by any means necessary.
I might nickname you right now the Prince. This is it.
I love it.
So shall be written, so shall be done. Question 3. I'm sorry you got that one wrong.
Yeah. Number 3.
We'll put the Neil and the Stick into the...
Put it away again.
The birth of English theater. Which English Renaissance playwright and contemporary of William Shakespeare wrote the highly popular tragedy Dr. Facius, about a scholar who sells his soul to the devil in exchange for infinite knowledge? Is it A, Ben Jonson, B, Christopher Marlowe, C, Thomas Kyde, or D, John Webster?
I want to say D because I have a thing Webster and the devil in my mind.
Oh, Scotty, I'm so sorry. It's Marlowe. Marlowe was the foremost Elizabethan tradition of his day. He used his dramatic blank verse, Marlowe's mighty line, deeply influenced Shakespeare, who was born in the exact same year in 1564. Here's an interesting fact, Scotty. He died young, mysteriously, in a tavern brawl in 1593 at the age of 29. I mean, do you think Shakespeare had something to do with this? I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Last week we had Bobby Full of Four. This week we have this guy dying young. What's going on with these famous people?
I don't know, but I think when I depart this plane, I would like to be 95 years old in a bar brawl. Okay. That's how I go out. That's what I want it to.
But you've heard Christopher Marlowe. You've heard of that name, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, Scott. Now, it wouldn't be a Renaissance quiz without the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, would it?
Oh no, it would not.
All right,
not at all.
Name all 4 turtles, please.
Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo. I can't pull the other one.
Leonardo.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to a Teenage Mutant
By the way,
Turtles.
Great video game back in the day.
Right. According to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle lore, I love the lore. Anytime I get a question about lore, I'm into it. Who loves lore more than I do?
Yet another thing you love more than anyone else. Lore.
Do you think lore will sponsor us one day?
What?
Hit it, Tori. According to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle lore, the glowing green ooze, mutagen, that a transformed turtle spilled from a truck after a canister struck a young man in the eyes, blinding him but giving him radar-like senses. Which Marvel superhero's origin story is it directly connected to? Is it A, Spider-Man? Boy, you are so excited.
If the Falkenstein rule was not in effect, I would nail this. Go ahead.
B, Daredevil. C, Cyclops. Or D, Beast.
That is B, Matthew Murdock, a.k.a. the Daredevil.
That is correct. So you know, I guess Eastman and Lard, who wrote Teenage Mutant Turtles, as the origin is a deliberate, lovely parody of Frank Miller's Daredevil comics.
Oh, wow.
The truck that spilled the ooze is the exact same one that blinded Matt Murdock's. Furthermore, the Turtles' mentor, Splinter, is a play on Daredevil's mentor, Stick, and the evil Ninja Clan. The foot is a parody of Daredevil's enemy Ninja Clan, the Hand. Now, once again, I have no idea what that means, but
you should watch the Marvel show. It's great.
But Scott is like, I mean, he's like out of his seat. It's like when you talk, when somebody's talking about rock and roll with me, how excited you are.
Oh, it's so great. It's a great show.
All right, and you got that right. So how many did you get there? That was
I got 2 out of 4, batting 500 on that for Neil's top 65 albums.
We got to that Renaissance. Wow, that was a long haul.
That was a lot. That was good. Everybody retain that for trivia purposes. Neil,
the left-handed vegetarian. Remember that.
I have a story here from boingboing.net.
Boing boing. What a reference that is.
It's very reputable.
Wait a second. What were you searching when you went to boingboing.net? I just want to know.
Please do not ask me questions you do not want the answer to, Neil.
You may continue.
This story is called Smooth or Crunchy. Last fall, a man covered in what was widely assumed by onlookers to be peanut butter was spotted wandering around Purdue University in West Lafayette, Indiana. It caused alarm on campus, especially to those with peanut allergies.
Okay.
So a man covered in maybe peanut butter.
We don't know.
Cleaning crews were called out to the scene to clean up and sanitize the surfaces because everybody has peanut allergies these days, right? And stuff was dripping off this man as he walked around campus. Police officers and student witnesses speculate that perhaps the peanut butter man was a student who was undergoing some kind of hazing event. Hazing, that still goes on?
Yeah, sure.
If so, I like it. But why can't this just be a peanut butter enthusiast?
Okay.
I mean, if we love peanut butter, why can't we cover ourselves in peanut butter and just walk around the neighborhood, Neil?
Or a character on St. Louis DTF.
Or if we want to cover ourselves in peanut butter and go play in a softball game,
so be it.
Why can't we do that? Why can't we play pickleball covered in peanut butter?
So be it.
Have you ever had peanut butter and pickles? Peanut butter on a pickle?
I'm thinking no.
I think maybe I have sometime in my life and it wasn't that bad. Anyway, the police did confirm it was a student, but he wasn't covered in peanut butter, Neil. It was actually sunflower seed butter. I don't know how they determined this, but have you ever had sunflower seed butter?
There's like all those choices of butter, like you get canola oil, olive oil,
oat butter, almond butter.
Yeah, so Land O'Lakes got all sorts of types of butters you can get.
I feel like an OCB Kitchen's taste test is in order with that. It seems
I would
like
have to put it on some bread. I know you're willing to eat butter out of a spoon.
straight.
Not going to happen for Neil.
Mainline
Kelly, not
that.
going to happen.
Mainline that into me. That seems like a very Trader Joe's thing. Nut butters, doesn't it? But there are still 4 unsolved mysteries remaining about this case.
I love butter, though.
Who doesn't love butter? You got to be weird not to like butter. Is that too much of a hot take?
Well, that is really a hot take, Scott.
Yeah. Here's the first mystery. How the man smothered himself in sunflower butter.
Hello, he puts it in his bathtub and takes, just takes a dip.
I'm thinking a good friend
Yeah, okay.
took a nice spatula and did it for him. I don't know.
Okay.
You would cover me in nut butter, wouldn't you?
If you wanted me to do, of course I would do that for you.
That would be a great little video for us, wouldn't it? They also don't know the brand of the sunflower butter that was used. Now, is that really important, the brand?
Well, I mean, people might want to have like a Land O'Lakes kind of like, tie-in or something like that, or what other butter is it besides like I'm trying to think.
Maybe it's a small artisanal little local farm that does it.
Did you have Breakstone butter when you were growing up?
Breakstone, never heard of it.
That was a big butter for butter. That was the butter my mom we had in our house. Breakstone. I think it's a New York thing.
Also, there were no empty jars of sunflower butter found anywhere around the learning center where this man was, and police have not received any reports of any suspiciously abnormal purchases of sunflower butter.
Okay.
How many sunflower butters you have to buy to make it suspicious?
Yeah. Well, what's the data point that
It's got like 12?
Item 12. We have 12 bottles of sunflower butter being got there.
We're at the Whole Foods. Somebody is buying 12.
One item 12.
12 cases, 12 jars of nut butters. And also, they don't know why the heck this man chose to walk around campus covered in sunflower butter in the first place.
He wanted a tan.
To me, the answer...
People used to put, I know it was a Seinfeld gift, but people put butter on them like back.
Oh yeah, tanning butter.
Butter. I remember people eating butter on them back when I was in high school.
Or even
like some girls. And so, this was freaking nuts.
Right, just like mineral oil too. They would do that to try to burn. My answer to that is why not?
Yeah.
Let the man do what he wants to do.
Okay. You know my rule. If you're not hurting anybody, have at it.
Well, with nut allergies, Neil, I don't know.
That's true.
So a couple questions in my mind. Should we start an OCB private eye detective agency to answer these mysteries? And if so, would you grow a Magnum PI mustache to investigate?
Yes and yes. It could be a start. The butter mystery.
Okay. So we start this private detective agency. Who is going to be our quote unquote man in the chair, our tech expert that sits back at the office and looks at everything and tells us where to go and helps us?
Oh, you put him on a spot here.
I know. I was trying to think. Do you want Ryan in the chair telling us where to go look at? Hey, he's a scientist.
For comedic value, would be worth it.
I would go with Andre. I trust his scientific expert.
Andre would give us just the facts. Ryan would be, do this. No, do that. But what do you think, guys?
And this man covered in nut butter. Another question is how it affects climate change. So let's talk about climate change. But Neil,
what?
Guess what? We have no time to talk about climate change.
Shocker.
Oh no.
All right, so we're going to start a detective agency and figure out nut butters or something. I have no idea what we just said, Neil. But I do know that we are going to play softball tonight.
Right. This is going to be what a monumental day. We're going to spend from we got together probably at 2-ish, and we're probably together till like 9 o'clock or so.
No, we are going from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. What? Turn down for what? Come on, Neil, let's do it.
Woo, woo. Oh, my God.
Thank you for listening to the OC Bombers podcast. We're available on Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, Pandora, SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube. Leave us feedback and comments. Until next time, so long. See you, Neil.
Bye, Scotty.